Listen up.
It's the number one voice of the tri-state. I'm number one. It's Cooking Up 215. So let the show begin.
Turn me up.
You already know who it is. It's your boy Smooth, and this is Cooking Up 215, where we get you up close and personal with your favorite artists, entrepreneurs, shakers, and move makers. And boy, do we got a major entrepreneur in the house today. We got Miss Christianna Hurt in the building. What's up, Miss Christianna?
Happy to be here, honestly.
Well, I appreciate you coming through. You know what I'm saying? You outside, you blessing them stages, and you outside making them big bucks. So time is money. So for you to spend some time over here means a lot.
Just taking it day by day, honestly, and yeah, just living for a living at this point.
Listen, you the boss of our bosses. You the econ princess, should I say? Like you outside teaching them the game, showing them better than you could tell them.
No, I mean, yeah.
How did you land yourself in this position? Like, I know your story. I feel like you speak your story, pretty out loud. We were speaking before and you was asking, how are you different? A lot of people don't lead with their real life on social media. You know what I mean? They sell the glitz and the glam, but they hide all the blemishes. They don't tell everything.
We do see a lot of rags to riches stories, though. Everybody has
you get certain parts.
Outlandish story of like how they got to where they be. You never hear like
you get
just
little,
the everyday.
I feel like you get the typical
girl
stuff.
Yeah,
you get like the cookie cutter. I was broke and now I'm rich. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you get like this story that kind of applies to a lot of people. You know what I mean? It's like for dudes, I was a drug dealer. I got booked. I got out. You know what I mean? Started a clothing line. Now I'm lit. Or I started rapping. Now I'm lit. So it's like you get the same basic stories from a lot of people, but I feel like yours is very authentic and very transparent. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when you say people ask the same questions, it's because you give it to them. You know what I mean? It's nothing for them to really figure out because you just give it to the people, to help other people that may be in those same situations see the light, which I understand and appreciate.
I mean, I always felt like my story is just, again, a window to a very large house. And a lot of people don't look past that window. Like, the truth is, like, I moved out, but nobody asked what happened before I moved out. Nobody asked. Nobody ever gets into the background of, like, anything. It's always just, like, you moved out, the boy was not shit, you got evicted, now you're making X amount of dollars. And it's just like, yeah. Yeah.
See, well, over here, we do our homework, like I said before. So I know that your journey, it started around 2016, but 2015, you was just working at Twin Peaks.
Yeah, I was working at Twin Peaks.
Right.
Serving Captain and Coke.
Who are the what?
Captain and Coke.
Captain and Coke.
I was like, everybody's Captain and Coke, make it a double. It was like,
yeah.
I don't know, everybody was
That's a Florida thing?
Even Captain Morgan and Coke. You've never heard that?
Mm-mm.
Really? Maybe it is a Florida thing.
Henny
no, Captain and Coke, make it a double or a Blue Moon with 2 orange slices.
Okay, I know Blue Moon. The little beer.
Yeah, the beer.
Got you. I know a couple dudes drink some Blue Moon. I'm not a beer guy like that. I'm a bamboo guy. There we go.
No, sure.
But, so you working at Twin Peaks. What is this? You like 21?
I'm 20.
20 at this time. So you still early on. What happened that made you decide that, like, I need to change?
Nothing happened. My boyfriend walked in and got me fired. He dragged me out of the job.
He walked in and got you fired?
Yeah, literally.
Like, what did he do?
Like the day?
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I could forget it. So it was like some time where he had to like drive me and like he didn't feel like driving me for whatever reason. So like when he had dropped me off, I'm thinking it was like, my normal like 11. I'm thinking it's my normal like 11 to 3 shift, and like they didn't even like get us like they do like where we all sit down at a table and they talk about like your sections. I didn't even get through that before I came in. It's like, you need to leave, and I'm just sitting there like, he's like, you need to leave, get up, and I'm just like, what? He was like, you're not gonna be like these other girls. You need to get up and leave. Got me fired.
Oh, so he wanted better for you.
He did not want better for me. He didn't like. I had a nice car, and I was working not only that job, I was nannying at night too. Right.
So what did he mean by you're not gonna be like these other girls?
I felt, now looking back, I think that either somebody said something to him or somebody was like making fun of him, like because I like at Twin Peaks, you're dressed like in the tiny tops, and it was making fun of him, like I was like less than for like working at a job like that.
Oh, wow.
And because he had a business partner that would crack jokes that like, oh, like your girl at her little hoe job, da da da. I was just serving wings, bro. Like there was nothing happening, bro.
Right,
I was
just a waiter, pretty much.
I was just a waiter trying to be a bartender, and then I nannied infants and toddlers. Like I was going to school like to be a dentist, so I wasn't doing anything that should have been frowned upon.
Dang, and you going to school to be a dentist at the same time?
I was going to school at community college, as well as nannying overnight and working 11 to 3. Like
right.
I worked hard. So
you always had a crazy work ethic.
Mm-hmm. So, but his friends were making fun of him, and then one day I guess he just couldn't take it, and then
what did he do?
So he made ads for like companies and stuff like that. He did stuff on the internet, but like I didn't get into it. There was no conversations about it. I was just very like.
And that's wild. So you somewhat in that same line of business, just a little bit.
I was exposed to it from the relationship for sure. I was exposed like knowing that it existed.
Right. Did you see like the potential, like the upside of the business?
Absolutely not.
Never seen it.
No.
Was he on that side of things, like where he was making big ad bucks?
Mm-hmm. He was making a lot of money. I've always my relationships have always been with people that are, you know, like they have their stuff together. Yeah. They may fall off here and there. That was probably a situation that had happened, but like I had always dealt with people that, you know, they had their things together.
They on the up and up. And it's like in Florida, so I feel like Florida is where people go. They tend to be all right. You know?
I mean, I'm born and raised, so I'm always gonna say the best is from the South.
Yeah.
I feel like the girls work harder. Like I feel like people up north, like they'll go to like 25 with no driver's license.
Fact.
They'll live with their parents till they're like 27, 28. Like my boyfriend told me a story about a girl that didn't have a license. Like, and I thought that was like.
I still know some females without a license.
That's my point. Like, you just like these stories of like these people that make it to like 25, 30 with like no car, no license. It's like crazy to me.
I think, I feel like it's a lot of nice things in Florida, so you can easily find inspiration. Up here, it's like you gotta want to get out this shit a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because you're surrounded by so many people that's content with what they have. Like, you know what I mean?
I was not exposed to that.
Much.
People don't understand. I was never exposed to that, like, period. Like, everybody around me had a car. Everybody, golf carts, everybody, like, it was just sunshine.
You where people go with the money and retire. This is the sunshine state.
But no,
we out.
not all of Florida's like that, though. Certain areas, yes, but you gotta understand when you're in those areas. See, I'm from Orlando. Yeah. But I'm not even from West Orlando. When people think Orlando, you're thinking like West Orlando, like the hood. I'm from what's called like North, like the suburbs. And we're like definitely a bubble. I will never ever say that we're not. It's a bubble.
Right.
But it's like, I mean, it is what it is. Everybody's talking about generational wealth. There's kids that live it. And, you know, I just happen to be one of those kids. There's nothing to be ashamed of because my parents, you know, did what they had to do.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. I always say that too. I think that's what's changing now. I feel like we finally in that time where people understand as parents, you got to do more than just like get your kid to college. Like that's dead. You know what I mean?
People just be wanting to like you can't like don't thank a fish for swimming. You know what I mean? Like you were supposed to swim.
That's what you're supposed to do.
You're supposed to. Like we're not gonna thank people for like, oh well, I got you to 18. Like
that's your job.
That's bare minimum. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like let's raise the bars in hell for sure.
Facts.
Like with entrepreneurship, with friendships, like the bar's in hell. I'll be the first to say.
That's so serious.
Like we're just not. I've never been a person that grew up getting like my parents did not clap for me just finishing. Like you had to do something worth clapping for.
A real accomplishment.
You know what I mean? Like. So, and some people would look down on that. Like, you see a lot of people nowadays with the everybody gets an award mentality. You know, when you would finish a competition, everybody got a trophy.
Even the person that loses
still gets a trophy for participation, something like that. Like, we're in that, like, era where everybody gets a participation award. Where I come from, I feel like I was raised in that there's first, second, and nothing else is acknowledged.
Right. No, but I feel like that's what we need, too. I feel like I raised my kids like that, whereas though I don't accept C's and stuff like that. Like where there's parents, my kids think I'm too tough. They think I do too much. It's not that bad. It's not that deep because they surrounded by other kids who parents, I'm not their parent. But I feel like that's how society makes it. Where I think they might do it on purpose. They might want us to not want that much for our kids so then they don't do or reach for too much. You know what I mean? Keep everybody at that bare minimum level. But yeah, I feel like we definitely got to raise the bar. I always admire, like, you know, how they talk about China and the kids and how much they learn.
As you should. You should want to keep learning and you should want more. Like, I mean, I still graduated college.
Right.
Like, I still finished Now, was it hard? Of course, but I still finished, even when I was making money.
Yeah, you said it took you 5 years.
Yeah, I still finished though. So
yeah, that's what's up.
A win is a win.
And you made money while you was in college though.
Mm-hmm. I started Wealthy College Kid in 2018. I think I got my diploma 2019 or 2020, like December 2019. I didn't even walk. Right. I just got it in the mail.
What made you stick to it even after you figured you would be successful online?
My dad didn't graduate and neither did my mom. So I felt like obligated.
Do it for the family.
Yeah, and I'm the oldest of 4, so I felt like my siblings would fall into, well, Christianna didn't. And I was like, no.
I don't have to do it.
Yeah, it's like, no, I made my first 6 figures at 21 and I still graduated, so.
You set some high bars.
Pick one, you feel me?
Then they got to do them all. You got to get 6 figures and graduate. You got to juggle. But nah, so yeah, 2016, I know you said 2018 is when you made, Wealthy College Kid, but 2016 is when you made your first, 100,000 K in a month.
Yeah.
So what were you doing 2016 where you were able to get this? Man, we're going crazy today. This is unheard of. My drink normally on silent. But what were you doing in 2016 to where you were able to reach 100,000 K in a month?
So I moved out April 6, 2016. I had 1 month free rent. So by June, I was making like $5-6 grand. And then July, August, I was making like 10-15 grand. And then September, I dumped all of what I had on a credit card, which was at the time $5 grand. And I know a lot of people ask, how did I get the credit card? I had already had a car. I already was working 2 jobs. Like, I was in a position to get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I dumped my credit card on it, not knowing if it was going to work. And it did work. And that jumped to 89, and that jumped to 259. And
when you say you dumped your card on what?
I added the card on Facebook and put the budget at 5,000 and prayed.
On ads?
Yeah,
on ads.
Products? And Facebook advertising in 2016 is equivalent to what TikTok Shop is in 2024. Like that is what the equivalence of how easy it is to get something going and make, a lot of sales very, very fast overnight.
So you're saying TikTok Shop is where it's at?
TikTok Shop is what it was in 2016. So if you were watching this and you were like, how can I do what you did in 2016 and 2024, you would be duplicating that on TikTok Shop now.
And what were you selling in 2016?
So I started off with a fishing pole pen and then makeup. Makeup just took off.
The little fishing pole pen?
Yeah, the pens and you take them out and you can catch fish. Yeah, that's what I made my first sales on.
And that joint used to sell like that?
Like crack.
That's crazy.
Crack. And then from there, I fell into the baby niche. You know those inflatable rings for the babies?
Yeah.
In the pools, I sold those. And then the silicone no mess mats that go on the high chair. You just pick it up and you put it in the dishwasher.
So when you initially started, how many products did you have?
Like 2.
Just 2. The fishing pen.
You're only one product away from your first million.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you think somebody could pick up one product and make $1 million?
Fidget spinners were a thing. Like, they took off like wildfire. That was like a huge thing.
Yeah.
My game consoles.
That was different though. That's fidget spinners.
These right now are going crazy. They got me on TikTok Shop. These little retro game cards.
Yeah. You just showed me that before we started.
Yeah.
It is dope too.
And people just play them on TikTok Shop, and people like me just buy because you see a game that resonates with your childhood. That's what got me, and that's why I picked it up.
That's crazy. So I definitely do want to get into like some tips for people, but I still want to give them, a sense of you as a person, before we jump all into the help and all anything like that, the tips and anything like that. So 2018, you said you graduated 2019, but 2018 you started Wealthy College Kid. And at the same time, you were going through personal issues. You had the pregnancy scare and all that.
It wasn't a scare.
It wasn't a scare. It was real. Yeah, you had the C-section.
Yeah. So I found out I was pregnant April 13th, 2018. So we're actually coming up on the anniversary, which was the most pivotal moment in my life and still is to this day. Just because the loss of life, there's really nothing comparable to it. But I had also made my first $1 million. So it was like a high. Yeah, right. I had done a podcast where I talked about it. It was so crazy. And then like 2 months later, postpartum beat me up bad.
Yeah.
Beat me up bad. But still that summer, I still did half a M.
And that's what I wanted to ask you too. So I know 2019, I feel like that's when you said that you were going through
2019, I was just like, I couldn't even tell you who I was at that point.
So how were you able to still conduct business?
That was the only thing I had. I wasn't even feeding myself. When I look back, I don't even know how I was surviving. Like, I struggled with eating. I didn't talk. And then somebody on Instagram hit me up like, hey, I'm doing a business event. Can you come speak? And I'm like, sure. And then that introduced me to like a new circle. And then one of the people in the circle had a birthday party in Bali. I was like, come. So I booked a one-way flight.
This was the Curly Bay Creative.
No.
This wasn't that?
That was one of the events I did, but I did about 40 events.
You did.
Year.
That was like the first one I seen documented.
I did 45 events in 2019. It was because that one, it just
kept going.
I just kept going, and then I just left.
But that's what pulled you out.
Yeah, it really pulled me out, and then we had Boss Palace in 2020, and we did our first 7-figure month, and then I moved out of Orlando, moved to Miami. And then I was really kind of like being pulled out the house enough that I felt like myself again by 2020.
And what's the Boss Palace? I feel like that kind of catapulted you a little bit too.
Yeah, so we sold, but it was just a platform in which we just sold vendors lists. We just sold PDFs, bro. It was
just to help people.
Yeah, just start their business.
Find their vendors.
It was very cut and dry.
And it popped though. It was lit.
Yeah.
That's hard. So you started doing all these events. I seen you into the 3%er situation. Can't remember who threw that.
Yeah, I don't.
But yeah, you were everywhere.
So
I seen like after that first one, you was like back to back.
It's like my podcast run.
Yeah, you was outside. And also 2020, you started something called Sleep World USA, like a
So that was again my business partner's idea, where we just started selling like onesies and like 2-piece sets and stuff like that, and then also ended that.
How did that work? Like, was that working out?
Same thing, buying inventory and then pushing it to the masses.
Was it successful?
We definitely multiple 7 figures.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Y'all was outside.
I mean, I can honestly say since 2020, I haven't seen less than 7 figures. Like, I have not seen.
Every year?
Yeah, every year. I have not seen less than that.
Are you as actively selling online as you once were, or is now mentoring and coaching?
No, I'm selling online. I'm falling back on coaching and mentoring. Fun fact. I don't run any advertisements for Wealthy College Kid. It is all organic. I don't put any money behind it. What you see is just what it is. And it's still doing 6 figures a month. Could it do more? Of course, but I have no interest in it.
Right. You more so doing what you're doing, living life.
I have kids' vitamins launching this summer. So, yeah.
You selling kids' vitamins?
Yeah, like multivitamin lollipops. Yeah.
That's dope.
Supplements.
Yeah. That's heavy. You have other products like this?
Kids' clothes. Yeah, kids' clothes and things like that. And then I have my software company, Celsi. So from the store to your door, actually starting today, April 1st, we're offering delivery, and it's like an app. So I think we're waiting on Apple to like approve it, but from the store to your door, you'll be able to cart compare the cheapest options of groceries and order them straight to your house.
You know what's crazy? I had started an app in like 2017, 18, like this is right before COVID hit. And it was like just like that, like a Uber, but for everything, from anybody, anywhere, anything is what I said. Anything, anywhere, anybody. So whereas though if you had something like that game and I wanted it, and you could just sell it to me, like you might be making sales through OfferUp or something like that, and then I could request and pick. It was called A9, and they would pick it up from like you, bring it to me.
Just pick it up?
Exactly, but you could also transfer the funds through the app too. So I feel like that's what Uber is missing. So it's like once you do that, now anybody, anywhere can sell anything. If you're selling weave, you can sell it 24/7 and deliver.
Yeah.
Versus having to do delivery yourself, because they don't really offer delivery services for
small
people
businesses.
To people. Yeah, exactly.
I feel you.
But yeah,
it's like couponing delivery.
Yeah.
Like deal finding with delivery.
There you go. But yeah, I went through that whole process, and it's not an easy process.
No, it's definitely an investment.
Yeah.
It's a passion project.
What would you think? How much you think you put into Celsi?
Like 200.
Yeah. I told people, I said, it's not, that app game is not light at all.
I'm proud of it.
Yeah.
I know it'll make the return though too.
And that's the thing, and I tell people that too. I'm like, if you get it and you do it right.
If you trust yourself with a product, and I was realizing this in just my circle in general, like, we're okay putting 6 figures behind a product because we know what we're capable of. You talk about Sleep World, Boss Palace, Wealthy College Kid. We don't have any failed projects. Even like we sold candles, it wasn't a failed project, it just wasn't scalable. It was profitable. But we just saw, okay, this isn't something we could take all the way there. Every project has always been profitable.
Yeah. I think if you're willing to put enough, I think everybody always trying to get the most with nothing. That's when things fail. You know what I mean? When you want so much from something, but you only willing to risk this amount of time, this amount of money,
this
much effort.
The thing is, you're always gonna pay either with your time or your money. And whichever one you have more of is the one you should stick with. Like in any type of business, whether if you have more time, then you're going to spend more time. If you have more money than time, you're going to spend more money too. It is what it is. There's no way around it.
No way around
bro.
it. No, that's a fact. That's a fact. So 2021, we spoke 2020. You was the face of Boss Polish. You outside. $1 million years now. And then we got 2021. You featured in Forbes.
Yeah.
Now, how was that?
It's crazy because the day that it went public, I was in Atlanta, and like the people I was around tried to downplay it, so I didn't really like acknowledge it for how serious it was. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, it wasn't like till a couple months later, like it was just being hyped up, and I'm like, damn, you guys are right.
Like it's a serious situation.
Yeah, it is serious. I really did make it. Like,
who were the people trying to downplay it? Like friends?
It was just like somebody was just again like trying to date wrong type of people, and it's like you'll really date your ops sometimes. Like it just be your biggest haters sometimes be in your relationship, bro. So that's why a lot of people will try to push the narrative of like date your IQ or date somebody that challenges you. But for me, like dating somebody and challenging me was a competition at that point. Everything was a competition. So I stopped dating for challenges. Yeah. I had to stop, bro.
Because it's like who gonna make the most money?
Yeah, who's gonna make the most money? Who's smarter? It was just always a one up, and I don't know, like the person like was trying to one up, and you go to hell, I'm gonna go lower. Yeah. So it was what it was.
That's crazy.
Person.
How did you become like I feel like you are known for e-commerce, but you also known for a lot of your commentary on relationships. I feel like people starting to look at you like, you might be low-key a relationship guru, or you got some insight.
You know how many L's I took to get into the healthy relationship I have now? Like, God is my witness. I'm going to have to take that one to the grave. Yeah. I took so many, and my eviction is a perfect example.
Yeah, that situation.
Like, I took so many dating L's, and that was, again, like, pouring into cups that were probably empty, like trying to be that ride or die, and I done died like 4 times. Like it's just not, no. Like, so it's like when you speak about my dating preferences, you have to include the context of she did XYZ and it went left. She did XYZ and she makes XYZ. Like I'm never asking for anything that I can't put forth if needed, but I don't want to be needed. Like why is that a problem? Like why?
Females, right?
And I never dated anybody that was broke. Like I was never like just shacked up with somebody just living off of me.
So now let's say a dude not broke though, right? He not broke.
Here we go with these crazy what ifs. What if he
it's not even the crazy situation because he might just be investing in something. He might just put all his money on the stock market or something like that. He might think Bitcoin by the bubble and he dropped every dollar so he could maximize his return. Gotta wait a couple months though, so let that bubble. We gotta rely on you. We gotta rely on you.
Big what ifs that are never going to apply.
If you was relying on me all this time.
I don't date men that do that. Let's just stop it right there. I don't date men that are gonna put everything that they have into something when they have a family to provide for. Would you do that if you have a child?
No.
Oh, all right then.
But I still want to know what the situation would be, point blank period, if a man has to rely on you versus you relying on him after he
Why is he relying? I don't date people that would ever have to rely on me. I hope you know that. Like they don't exist.
But it's just a question because I want to know.
If I would do it, yes, I would take care of him. Would I do it with a smile on my face? For a little bit, not very long though. Eventually those smiles, like 12, 18 months, you're going to really say that you're not going to start to resent that person. 12,
18 months is kind of long. But why is it okay when a man carries it? And then if a woman got to carry it,
it's not okay for me to sleep with 5 people and then try to be the XYZ. That same reason. So since I can't be promiscuous, guess what? You can't be a bum. It's just double standards. So as I keep my legs closed and, go to church and garden and do all these things to be a wife, guess what? You have to go out into the world and work. Like, what do you mean? Like, you are here to provide and protect. I'm here to nurture and support. Where does that where does nurture and support translate to me? Like,
I understand. I feel you. I get it. I just wonder. I feel like women, it's all good when a man is, carrying things, but if it comes down
Will I carry? Yes, I always, as a
second.
woman, will rise to the occasion, but you don't want to see me rise to the occasion because the person I become is not, it's not pleasant.
It's not the same person.
Because you just, think about it, like real shit. Like, you're working, you're stressed, you're doing all this stuff, you don't have anything left to pour into your relationship. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like I'm pouring into my relationship nonstop because I have nothing else to do. That's all I do. It's fun.
It's just going to stress you out, like, carrying everything.
It's going to stress me out. I'm not going to be as nice as a person.
I feel you.
Do you think women wake up and say, I want to be a single mom on Tuesday?
I don't know.
Do you think they woke up and decided, you know what, I just want to be a single... No, they have to rise to the occasion. Something happens where that
they just
family...
carry it.
they have to do this.
You get so many women who act like they just want to be so super independent these days. Like,
hyper-independence is a defense, though. It's a trauma thing.
I think so, too. I agree.
I had to rise to the occasion. I was pissed. Y'all think I wanted, like, I woke up at 21 and was like, you know what, I just want to be a hardworking millionaire. No, I had to.
Right.
Somebody put me in a situation.
And it put you where you need to be.
It worked out, but let's not act like I was, like, in my room, like,
just looking forward to it.
I didn't want to, and a lot of people don't realize context. I had been in that relationship like a year and a half, 2 years before I moved out with a person that did everything. I didn't know that was my first serious relationship. I'm 20 years old. This man got 5 years on me. Like, buying me stuff, paying for everything. He got a car and a crib. I didn't know nobody with no crib at 18, 19. Like,
so it was a whole new realization.
I knew people with cars, but I didn't know anybody like living by themselves at that age. Like, everybody was we're all in college. You know what I'm saying? Either you live at home or you live in the dorms. Right. So to meet somebody with their own place, no roommates, was very like, wow, like, this is cool. Like, it's cool. And everyone's like, oh, well, I was young. Like, what do you expect from me?
Facts. No, I totally understand. So 2022, I guess this is when your relationship started. So I feel like
I started dating with intention.
Yeah. Is that what happened?
So, I was dating aggressively, yeah. I was done. Like, at that point, I was like, okay, like, let me pivot.
And then
I had lived in Miami.
Right.
So at this point, I'm like, okay, let me start dating with intention, because I felt like the dating that I was doing was failing because I wasn't being like intentional with what I wanted in a relationship. I had to get really intentional. Like mad food dates and asking 100 questions in 40 minutes. Because you don't want to get to date 2, 3, 4, 5.
No,
like,
that's a fact. So was there like a checklist with this? Is this
100%? Do you believe in marriage? Do you have a passport? Like, do you want to live in the South?
And your current relationship made it through that checklist?
Yeah.
Okay.
I asked 100 questions.
I like that.
I showed the places I wanted to go. It was not, because I know a lot of people, when you say like, oh, I want to travel, you picture like Jamaica and Turks. You always picture like
the
beaches and
No.
Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. I want to see this. I want to go here. I want to hike this. I want to do, like, make sure that the person that I was going to date had the same interests as me. Like, both OP and I like history. We like to go into places and like listen to all of like, why is this building here? Right. Where did these people come from? Why did they die? Like, we're into those things. Like, you know what I mean? So we share the same interests. Now, was my boyfriend planning to get on a picnic and jump off cliffs? Of course not. Absolutely not. That was me. Yeah. But he was willing to do so because, again, that falls down into that adventure niche of like, okay, we're going to try something new. Mm-hmm.
And then that is part of like the dating thing. Like, are you open to it, period? Like, even if it's not something that's on your list, is it something you're willing to do because it's something that I want to do?
Intentional. You got 45 minutes.
Nah, I definitely understand that. It's crazy. Did you see OP being like your type? Was he your initial type?
Like the day we met?
Just period.
Not the day we met. I didn't know he was gonna like all this stuff. I didn't. I was just like, again, throwing shit. I was getting intentional. I had to go on my dates. Like, hey, do you like this? Like, do you want to go here?
No, it's dumb. I really like what y'all bring. You know, I don't know how many people know who he is exactly to know that he's dating you exactly. I told you. I seen him or knew of him first. We actually met at the studio before I even knew that y'all were dating. I didn't realize that y'all two were dating until like today while I'm doing my research. But it was just crazy because, you know, I like him as an artist, was already interested in him. And then, you know, me and you talked in a DM. I'm like, yeah, come on the show. I see you working. It just so happened. That's super crazy. But I just wouldn't, it wouldn't be the initial way you picture things for certain people.
Really?
You know?
I don't know.
But I feel like you are different. You are very different. Like you carry yourself way different than most, like, I don't want to say like Instagram girls. Like, you know what I mean? The Instagram girls is like the girls, they travel the world, take the pictures, do the things for the likes and shit. But I feel like you actually do these things because this is what you do.
Yeah, I just
this is
like
what
to
you
do
love
it.
to do.
Yeah, I just
and
like
you
to
do it
see
in
it
that
out.
manner. Everybody don't do it. Like, people do it like, like Drake said. She went to Paris just to show her friends,
Oh, yeah.
Shit like that. That's what we get stuck with now in 2024. But I like the way y'all are. It's super dope, and it shows, I guess.
You just have the same life to-do list.
When you date with intentions, you get what you need.
Exactly. You get
You
what
get what you're
want.
looking for. Yeah.
So, I mean, that's why it works, though.
Yeah, no, that's dope, man. I had right here something about telling me about Celsi, but you told me about Celsi, so we about to get into this food. And you said you about to put something together for us.
You said you did your research. You know, I won the National Pie Championships. I was on like the Today Show, Food Network, Tony Danza show for cooking.
I was going to say that you were on the Food Network, but I was going to save that for once we started. It's right there. It said what's on the Food Network.
Did you do your research for real?
I did. See, I didn't know you won the national. Would you say pie? Who?
Yeah, Pie Championships.
I never heard of that.
2005. I was like a kid.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I missed that.
I've been searching for the clip of me on Tony Danza. Like, I'm actually offering like $5,000 if you can get that clip.
There you go. Go get it.
It's episode like 110, I think, or 109. But I was literally you have to get my segment. And the thing is, everything was VHS back then. So good luck. Like, good luck. It's not online. It's not anywhere.
It's not online at all. No YouTubes, no nothing.
Nothing. Tony, that was 2005.
We were still a little, internet was there.
We weren't like, YouTube didn't come until 2008.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2008. So Tony Danza show you would have to literally
You had to physically find the tape.
You'd have to like literally find the tape.
Yeah,
and then you have to find somebody to take that tape and convert it to like.
What did you had to eat the pie or like make the pie?
I baked the pie.
Baked the pie, and your pie was that popping.
Yeah, it was
in 2005.
Pineapple cream pie.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And so you really cook.
Yeah.
We about to put it to the test.
Cook.
That's cool. We're gonna test your skills. We about to test our skills right here. You know what I'm saying? Miss Christianna Hurt. It's your boy Smooth, Cooking Up 215. We be right back. Let's go. You now watching Cooking Up 215, but I don't gotta tell you that because you're watching it, right? Listen, man, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. We appreciate all support. And the more you support, the more we can show love to the people and provide opportunities and help you get your career off the ground. Now, if you have a business and want to see your ads, this could be your ad right here. Send them in. Make sure you email us at cooknupbookings@gmail.com or follow us on Instagram and DM us at cookingup215. It's your boy Smooth. Let's go.
It's our favorite part of the show. That's your favorite?
Yes, sir.
Chef, what you got cooking? You already know.
Y'all already know who it is. It's your man Smooth, and it is my favorite part of the show. It's time to get into that food. Now, as you see, we about to do something real different than what y'all seen before. I know y'all seen us cook dessert, but right now, Miss Christianna gonna come over here and grill some chicken. You know what I'm saying? She be talking about her food cooking skills. She do like 3 meals a day from scratch. So we about to put that to the test, right, Miss Christianna?
We got this. So we're just
Show
gonna
what
come
you do.
in with some salt. I know we don't have gloves, and I know a lot of people be like, "Where are the gloves?"
Yeah, all right, we thugging. They know how we do.
We in the trenches with it. Salt and pepper is always whenever you want to do grilled chicken, and we've already washed our chicken.
Yes.
Do you want to
Vinegar and lemon. We did wash the chicken for all you critics out there.
Wash the chicken. You know, we on our organic Whole Foods thing, so we're gonna be using our hands, so don't get on us.
It's all good. We're gonna kill the germs on the grill. It don't matter. It's okay.
So I mean, salt and pepper both sides, as always. Then we're gonna go in with some smoked paprika. Obviously, we're not doing any measurements because
This how you supposed to thug. This is not how you cook in the kitchen.
No.
You use measurements.
Sometimes, yeah.
I only use measurements if I'm following a recipe. If I'm not following the recipe,
it depends on what I'm doing, honestly. Like, I try to be really intentional with what I put into our food and what's on it, because
that's dope.
I feel like my boyfriend's gut health is super important, and we never want to have I feel like my skin's really improved since I really started like taking like what I'm eating serious. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
I agree.
So I'm really, really strict on like what we eat. Like, we don't do dairy. No lactose, obviously dairy.
Right.
Everything's like organic and stuff like that. So.
No, I feel the same way. I recently went on like a watermelon diet and all that type of stuff, and
that's
I literally
extreme. I'll lose weight if I do that. Yeah. If you're trying to lose weight,
I lost a lot of weight. See, but I feel like I want to eat like that, but me having kids and a wife who she not gonna stick to that. She ain't gonna do it. That shit is dead. Like you got a day or two out of her with certain shit. And she's not gonna do it. She wanna go out to eat. She not.
I mean, we don't do like gluten in our pasta and stuff like that.
Yeah. Like we try to do brown rice, but she love white rice too much. Brown rice don't have the same.
No, it definitely doesn't. I'll definitely say that.
Yeah.
So we've well seasoned our chicken. This is actually more seasoning than I would ever do at home.
Yeah, she's showing off for y'all. That's what she's trying to tell y'all.
My boyfriend would kill me if I gave him.
He might like this though. You know what I mean?
He likes this over-seasoned chicken.
We got my man OP in the background. So he gonna test this out too. So you know what I mean? He might start making recommendations. Well, you gotta put on that side. I ain't turn on that side. Yeah, I didn't turn on that side. Yeah. I figured since we was only making two, you know what I'm saying? But he might like the well seasoned side of the situation. You fried chicken?
Yeah, I do fried chicken. I do it from scratch though.
What's that? What that mean?
That means like I make the batter and everything from scratch.
Like the flour, you put the seasonings
like
in it?
just the seasonings, and then we do like buttermilk overnight and stuff like that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like I don't make cheese because we're in an apartment, but if we were like in Florida, I would definitely do cheese and like that type of stuff. I would. I need paper towels.
That's different.
But I mean, I grew up in a from scratch home though. I think that's important to notate. Like my mom made oatmeal from scratch and like oatmeal bars and marshmallows.
How you make oatmeal from scratch?
Like when I say oatmeal, I'm talking about like she would take the oatmeal and make granola bars into it.
Okay.
Or granola bars from it. But
Gotcha.
she would make these bars.
Yeah.
Marshmallows from scratch was a big one. Bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just recently, I'm trying to make some bread. I didn't make no bread yet.
Do you know how to ferment, like...
I got the yeast and everything like that. Do you know how to
do your own yeast, like your ferment?
I've seen
sourdough
it.
Ferment?
You know, Instagram show you all the videos, man, so I've seen it.
I'm not that good at, like, fermenting my own yeast yet. I definitely would say, like, it doesn't come out the way that it's supposed to, but...
Well, like it don't rise enough? Or...
No, like, you can, like, do your own, like, yeast fermentation on the counter. Like, make yeast.
So you would make your own yeast?
Like, they make... Like, you've never seen the sourdough girlies? They make, like, They have these jars on the counter.
No.
Like, fermentation from...
No.
Yeah,
See, I thought you just buy the yeast.
You can, yeah, but some people, like, literally, like, do fermentation.
Oh, yeah. I'm put the yeast in there with the flour and all that.
No,
Let the dough rise.
Like
cover
baking
it.
was really big. More so. Like cooking was kind of basic because like there's certain things I just don't eat and I didn't eat as a kid that I still don't eat as an adult. Like mashed potatoes I don't eat. Like
and we got mashed potatoes.
I don't like the texture.
For real? You never made your own mashed potatoes?
I have. I started cooking them when I got into this relationship. I never dated somebody that liked mashed potatoes until this time in my life. Weird, right?
What was like the most different food between y'all? Like
The biggest difference?
The biggest difference in food between y'all. Like the one meal that was just something you just don't
He eats green food and I don't like eating anything green. Like Brussels sprouts I don't eat broccoli. But I eat like lettuce. I eat carrots, I eat mushrooms. I eat zucchini.
I love mushrooms.
But I don't like pickles.
Zucchini.
He likes pickles, I don't like pickles.
So how you feel about like collard greens?
I don't eat them.
I brought you collard greens today.
He can eat them.
And they like jumbo collard greens too. Like
I never liked collard greens as a kid either.
Yeah.
No, it's just never my thing.
You and my wife, y'all got a lot in common. She is one of those, like she don't like vegetables for real. Like she literally got like
carrots,
she got like 2-3 veggies that she eats now.
Zucchini,
she don't do carrots
onion,
at all.
potato, obviously, radish. I eat that. Weird, right?
Yeah, radish like one of the harshest.
I like radish.
You could find.
I like cabbage.
I like cabbage. She don't like cabbage.
Green
like
onion.
She likes
that's
some
a go. Cauliflower.
Green onion.
Yeah, I love green
That's
onions.
the worst.
What?
Like green onion for me and cilantro.
I love
can't
cilantro.
do. Cilantro and green onion is too strong. It's like
really. I don't like basil.
Basil.
I'm a no on
I never had a basil issue because I like pesto.
I do.
So
like
pesto is made from basil.
I like pesto, but I don't like basil. Is that weird? Like
Yeah,
basil fries or like rosemary fries. I don't like those. But truffle fries I like.
Truffle fries hit.
I eat a lot of seafood, but I won't eat like fish. So I eat shellfish.
Yeah, you told us you don't do fish and lamb.
Yeah, I eat shellfish.
And that's
so like
crazy
crab, crawfish, shrimp.
Right. Yeah, I got some shrimp.
Scallops, things like that. Things like that I eat. I don't know.
Why no lamb though?
I don't know. I never ate it as a child.
For real?
He eats it.
Cause we love lamb chops.
I don't know. I've held
like
too many.
lamb chops?
I've held too many baby lamb.
Yeah.
I just can't.
So it's like a personal thing. This ain't got nothing to do with your stomach or anything like that.
No. Honestly, you know what's crazy? So I want chickens. Like I want like a little chicken farm, like at my house. And I think once I have them, I don't know if I'll be able to eat chicken the way that I have been my whole life. Because I feel like once I have them as pets, like it'll kind of like fuck me up.
My sister-in-law got chickens and lamb.
She eats them?
Yes.
Oh no, no, no.
Her husband
no,
African.
No. My chickens that I have,
they will be.
No. My chickens will be my family. No.
They gave them names and everything, and still chopped the head off.
Absolutely not. My chickens will be a part of the family. They'll be like the dog.
I went to a school out here in Philly. It's called Saul. So we had like animals with cows and stuff like that.
You killed them?
We didn't kill them. We would send them to the slaughterhouse, and the slaughterhouse would kill them, bring them back, and then we would chop them up and sell the steaks.
That's a no-go for me. I won't even.
And that's how I fell in love with steak too.
Absolutely.
Like that was the freshest steak I ever had in my life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is your mom like vegan or something like that?
No, she's just like fed us baked goods all the time and like different types of chicken, like chicken nuggets with like different variations, like grilled or like she just different variations, baked. Like it was just different variations of chicken. I used to eat pork chops as a kid, and then I don't know, one day she just no more pork, so she took that away.
I think everybody cut off pork.
I don't know, like one day she just said no more, and I never saw pork chops again.
I used to eat pork chops as a youngin too.
But as a kid, I had like these apple cinnamon pork chops. They were really good. I wonder what happened to them.
Apple cinnamon pork chops?
Yes, they were really good. They were good.
Apple cinnamon.
They were great. Actually, I still think of them to this day.
That's
I should
crazy.
ask her what happened to the pork in our life.
So are you mixed?
Yeah, I'm half German.
You have German? Who's German? Your dad or your
My
mom?
mom. She was adopted.
That's where you get the apple cinnamon pork chops from.
They were
I'm
good.
just wondering. I know your
Don't
dad.
knock it till you try it.
I know your dad ain't give you no apple cinnamon pork
My
chops.
dad was raised on like Hamburger Helper, bro. Like, my dad was just happy to be there.
He understands. Dad understands.
Bro.
He probably requested fried chicken most nights, like, you know.
No, he's a Hamburger Helper or a cheeseburger type of guy, or a good steak.
Simple things.
Yeah.
The simple things.
Maybe that's why my food palate is so simple. It's my
Man, so you do all this traveling, right? Do you try the food they have in these
We
places?
do. We do. We don't like it a lot of the times.
For real?
Yes, Iceland food sucked. He doesn't like Iceland because of the food.
What's food like in Iceland?
It's Scandinavian, so it's a lot of reindeer and no seasoning. Not even salt, actually.
Reindeer.
Yeah.
Okay. What do they call? That's called.
Elk.
No, Venice. There you go. Yeah. So I had that before. Yeah, we had that at my school too. You ain't like it?
Yeah, I haven't even tried it.
You didn't even try it?
Kiss my
That shit
No,
was.
we didn't
It got like it's like a super gamey
So
taste.
we were
like
only
the same
there. We
people
were only
like
there for like
Lambo.
72 hours, so it was
Bro, the
easy to
steak
eat.
was nasty.
Yeah, the steak was nasty. But we were in Vietnam for 2 weeks, like 10 days. So in Vietnam, like we ate so many noodles and fried rice that like the taste of lemongrass, like to this day he don't like lemongrass because we had to survive off lemongrass.
Lemongrass is naturally nasty. It tastes like grass, right?
It's like a weird, like tangy, like it's just a flavor that like haunts us like to this day. Like,
Does it not taste like grass?
no, in Vietnam it's just so potent, like you can smell it.
Nah, it
like,
don't taste like grass, though.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna lie.
Every time I hear something about lemongrass, I literally think of grass. I think of like blades of grass used to cook. That's what I think of.
Vietnam
What else
was
you-
definitely a plot twist. Like, Bali was A1, Thailand A1,
So who would you say is the best when it comes
Brazil. Brazil, like, oh, we're gonna probably run Brazil back for the rest of our lives. We will go back to Brazil. Brazil was A1. There's nothing more satisfying than $22 Brazilian steak. That was A1.
to food?
He
And that's
hasn't
quick,
been to
'cause
Japan,
Brazilian
but
do got
I have.
steakhouses.
Yeah, they have them everywhere.
Yeah.
We're gonna run back Japan because $7 Wagyu was also. The only thing I don't like in Japan though, they kept killing the food in front of us. So like my
That's what
lobster,
they do.
so my lobster was still moving like on the
Yeah.
grill, and he just is like, why?
They
and he
do that
just-
with everything.
The
though, like,
shrimp, like everything was still alive on the table.
but I
and
said,
it just-
they'll drop it in the pot while it's alive.
in front of you, like
Yeah.
hibachi style, but like it's alive. So like my lobster was
crazy.
like,
You
and
ain't
I'm
like
just
that?
like, oh my god, like I'm watching a whole murder, like. But I was like, make sure it's cooked all the way. I'm like, damn.
But so do you feel like it made it like more fresh? Like was it fresher?
No, I felt bad. I just felt bad.
Did it taste better?
No, I just felt like I was.
You was too
an
guilty to
accessory
enjoy it?
murdery. I was an accessory to murder.
Oh man,
Like
it's part of life. Come on.
I don't want to be like visually seeing that part of life though. Like that's a little traumatizing.
That's too early.
I mean, I was trying to get like a char since it's like a grill.
That's why I turned it up for you too. I didn't want to cook it too fast. I just wanted to see what it was looking like. See how it's looking. See how our chicken is doing. We have the greens in the background and the mashed potatoes. They're simmering and warming up. It's something different though, you know.
I mean, it's easy to cook when you ain't got nothing else to do.
No, facts. And it's fun too, you know. And since
Domestic engineering.
this is a little
Should
something
invest.
different than what you normally do. So I feel like
I'm a
we changed the
full-time
game for
domestic.
you.
I'm a full-time domestic engineer.
A full-time domestic engineer.
Part-time millionaire.
Part-time.
Yeah,
millionaire.
part-time millionaire, full-time domestic engineer.
All right. Well, let's let the people know a little bit more about you. You know, we got a little game we play. We like to ask a couple questions. So, what would you say was the best vacation that you've taken so far?
Best vacation or vacation?
Vacation. It could be a vacation. You know?
Best vacation we took was our South America tour. Best vacation I took was Philippines, and I go back in 2 days. I'm back in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah, I swim. I free dive. Yeah, I have a breath hold of like 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Yeah, two and a
That's
half
vicious.
stagnant, and then a minute and 15 if I'm like moving.
Swimming?
Yeah.
You only lose 15 seconds. That's crazy.
Bro, you can, if you really
Some
start.
people
like,
could only go like 30 seconds to a minute. Like,
I mean, I got my
2
free
minutes
diving
is
cert.
crazy.
I had to get my free diving
Like you really took a class for it?
Yeah, I took a class. It was 2
Oh
days.
yeah, it's different.
I'm
You ever
serious,
seen
oh
that
my
dude
God.
on Instagram who free dive? But he like wears like a blindfold, but he go deep.
No.
He goes.
Oh my God, no.
He goes deep. He like goes down.
I mean, you can like some
touch
of
the
the yeah, they do
sand.
like the most with it. They definitely some people do the most. Like people have died. There's a documentary on Netflix of a guy that died free diving, but he saved his girlfriend. Like he pushed her up, so she surfaced, but he was dead by the time that he pushed her. It's crazy.
That's crazy you said that. Me and my wife was on the jet skis one time in Miami. You know,
Can you swim?
it's really illegal. Yeah, I can swim. I can swim good too. So it's really illegal to jet ski without a vest. And I didn't have a vest on. But we had the yacht, so it was nobody like really
Yeah.
watching us. Nobody to make us follow these rules. So we jet ski and the jet ski flip over. She had the vest on though. I didn't think about it. So I'm under the water trying to push her up. And she's trying to grab me. While I'm trying to push, like we almost like damn near drowned
This
each
is how
other,
people
trying to
drown,
save
everyone.
each other.
This is how.
But I can swim though, so it was cool. It was cool.
I was a lifeguard in college and in high school. Fun fact. So
I can really swim. Like, I'm a swimmer.
is like drowning 101. Because people flail their arms,
Yeah.
and you as a man are bigger, so you'll flail and you'll knock her out, and that's
Right.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
how
no,
it works.
I think well under pressure. So when it flipped, I'm automatically thinking about her. I'm trying to hold her up, and the whole time she had on the vest, and it never like occurred to me.
It never
You know, we
occurred.
drinking and stuff like that. Never thought about it. I'm like, I could have just held on to her ass
Oh
and floated with it. Like, you know what I mean? Come on, baby, you got me. Like, we'd have been cool.
No.
Never crossed my mind.
No, so he's not like strong in the water yet. So that's actually why a lot of our trips you haven't seen that like side of us.
And y'all played over that waterfall like that?
I mean, he would have died regardless on impact.
Yeah.
It would have made no difference.
He could
You
have
know
like,
that, right?
he
No,
started diving
because
head first.
water, if you're hitting it from that height,
I
feels like
understand.
concrete.
Right.
So
You get some people who die from high heights, especially
yes,
a
you have
waterfall
to
because it
break
breaks the
though.
surface.
Bro, he was
Waterfalls
done. He
break
was
the
done by
surface.
If that table had fell, we were done. Like, let's be for real. Like, it would have been over with.
How did you feel eating at that height? Like, you was cool with that? You do a lot of crazy shit, though.
It was cold, and I had jumped off a cliff the day before, so it wasn't, like, scary to me, but it was cold and windy, so it was, like, more so, like, trying not to feel cold.
And then you did the thing where they strap you in the plane.
Oh, yeah,
That's
I forgot our
crazy.
wing walks. Yeah, that's in the States, though. You could do it. You should do it.
That's
you gonna do it?
crazy. I don't know. I'm still, like, worried about skydiving. Like, I'm still trying to cross
you don't trust yourself?
I trust myself.
So you strap yourself in, you'll be straight. Like,
It's everything else. Like,
what's everything else? You're only 1,500 square feet up. So if you strap yourself, you'll be straight.
you just said, if you fall, you're gonna die.
That's on the waterfall. This is on a plane.
Even worse, you still gonna die. Like, all those things, if you fall, that mean if anything go wrong, it results in death. I try not to do shit I can't come back from.
You strap yourself in like I
know?
did, tight. Pull it. You'll see in the video. I pulled it
You
tight.
gotta make sure you test them joints. They gotta fly like 5 people before they fly me.
I went first that day. That's the crazy part.
And you went first?
Yeah, I went first.
Oh no.
I wanted to go home after, so I was like, yeah, put me up.
Yes, I'm definitely not gonna. I gotta watch you do that with 3 other niggas first, and then we could discuss me doing that.
No, I've done wing walking. I've stood on like national monuments. I stood on like
I've seen that.
Yeah, life's to-do list. You know what I haven't done? I haven't gorilla trekked. I haven't like seen and like done the gorilla.
gorillas?
Yeah, I haven't done that.
I just was watching it.
I haven't done the shark cage. I haven't seen the Great Barrier
I seen
Reef.
that go bad.
Oh my God, you're so dramatic.
Seen that go bad.
I haven't done the Great Barrier Reef. I haven't seen like lions and giraffes. I haven't done like that whole experience. I haven't seen a panda.
Those are simple things though. I feel like you could get those off your list like that.
Like hugging a panda?
I don't know if you could touch them, but you know, you go to the right zoo. You said you've been to Japan.
You're gonna see me with a red panda, like literally April. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You got, and those are what?
Hold
Extinct,
a koala
right?
bear.
Those are like endangered?
Yeah, they're endangered.
Yeah.
I'm doing the shark cage. I'm swimming with more animals. Oh, I'm swimming with barracudas. That's gonna be cool.
Barracuda.
Yeah. Don't wear nothing shiny. Fun fact.
Nah, that's dope. That's super dope. You got your little char. Should we like turn? You want me to turn it down some so
yeah,
like
you can turn
cooking
it down
inside?
a little bit now. It's definitely not cooked through.
That's cool. Got that good char, and then we just let it simmer, let it cook, and then we're gonna get right to it. So y'all got the witness, Miss Christianna on the grill. We about to plate this good chicken, these mashed potatoes that she don't eat, and these greens she don't eat. She gonna taste them though. She gonna taste them for me, you know what I mean, for cooking up 2 on 5, because you know people love us. But you know what I'm saying. So y'all already know what it is. We about to plate this food. It's Christianna Hurt, your boy Smooth, and we be right back. Let's go. Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Smooth, and I'm still here with Miss Christianna Hurt. And we about to get into this food. Y'all know she put this chicken together for us. You know, I prepared the mash and the greens. So we gonna, you know,
Chop
give
it
a little
up.
taste
You
test.
want to do the first taste test? Do the honors?
You want me to get a little?
Do the honors.
All right. I'm gonna start with the chicken since you made it. I ain't get no knife. Ben,
I
can
was
you grab
gonna
me a
say,
knife,
how
bro?
did you
Because
would've
I
got
don't
this?
know. I was gonna thug it. Like I ain't think about it all the way.
Tear it.
I don't know. I thought it was gonna be breakable for some reason, and we just not. We not there with it. There we go. Can you get another one? Yes, thank you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be all proud. I don't be using knives and all that. That's a steak.
Thank you.
That's just some steak. See, I'm gonna have to put this off here.
Taste test.
There we go. That's well seasoned.
Of course.
It tastes good though. Not too salty, just right.
Healthy.
I like it.
Grilled chicken.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
I feel like that was for the camera. I don't know. If y'all feel like that was real, I don't know. But it is good though. I ain't gonna hold you. It's good. It's real good. That's some good chicken right there. Let me get another piece real quick before I move on. Oh, and she's drinking the juices. I'm not what about it.
I eat like a toddler.
That's good though. It really is good.
I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing.
You know what you're doing? You got skills. You said you won the pie contest.
I be making food.
All
I
right.
be making food for my man. So it's like, I just be eating like a toddler.
Just like to cook for him?
Yeah.
That's special.
That's what I mean.
All right, so you want to taste the mashed potatoes and the greens for me?
No.
Like a scoop.
I don't eat mashed potatoes or greens. The
Like
textures are weird.
A tiny little scoop.
The texture. It's the texture. And I don't have, I know what somebody's going to say is like, that's some type of neural thing. No, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm a healthy person. I just don't like the texture. Like, it's just a thing.
It's funny that you said that too. So we was here. This is Easter. It's Easter. It wasn't these mashed potatoes. It was different mashed potatoes. Yesterday, my daughter, she went to eat them and she like spit it into the trash can. And I'm like, why you eat the mashed potatoes? It had a texture to it or something like that. She's 5. She don't know what the texture is.
I don't know. Texture's really.
She don't know what the texture says.
How do you know?
Because I know.
She does know. She's above her time.
She heard that somewhere. I'm like, what? Like, what? She's like, yeah, texture to it. I'm like, what, child? She just be being smart.
She's above her time. Texture matters. I just don't like the texture.
This is very smooth and creamy.
Yeah, I don't like that.
You might like them.
No.
But, I appreciate you, coming, doing something a little different for us.
Through.
Made a little chicken for
Always
us.
support and feed my man, as always. There you go, babies.
Now my man got some dinner real
My
quick.
man likes mashed potatoes and collard greens.
I'll take it.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Tell me how the mashed potatoes and the collard greens
I like roasted potatoes,
Okay.
but they have to be like thick. I need them to be like thicker. They can't be like mush. Does that make sense? Like I'll eat potato smashes. I'll eat those, but I don't like
You don't want the full mush.
I don't like
in that.
it like yogurt,
Right.
but I eat yogurt because yogurt is like smooth. But I feel like this is like almost like grainy,
I got you.
like sand,
I got you.
like wet sand.
It'll taste a little different if you to taste it. It's a little creamy.
I don't know.
A little different kind of creamy. No diddy
And then
though.
greens, I just don't fucking eat. I don't like greens. I don't care. I don't eat them.
No greens at
I
all?
hate greens, actually. I hate the smell of them.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
It's just not for me.
So-
But a lot of people do eat mushrooms.
Yeah, I love mushrooms.
See, some people don't like mushrooms.
I love mushrooms.
Cauliflower?
Cauliflower
do you
just
like
always too
sushi?
bland for me.
Do you like sushi?
Love sushi.
I love sushi. Now I love sushi. When I was in Morocco, somebody like was at the same restaurant as me. And they're like, you gotta try this. I was like, I don't really eat like cold food. And they were like, no, just try it. If you don't like it, I'll pay for it. And I ended up liking it. It was like some type of like salmon tartare with caviar. So now I'm a caviar person.
Caviar person?
Yeah, now.
And tartare. That's two. That's two different.
Two very expensive foods, but they're really good. I just got introduced to them. So.
Because even tartare is like grinded. Not I don't want to say
It's like
grinded, but
meat processed.
Right.
It's like I don't know, but it was like a salmon tartare with caviar and then like bread, and it was really.
and I never had salmon tartare.
It was
like
good.
like I've done steak tartare, and I did it in Vegas too, at top of the world.
Yeah, I did it in Marrakesh in Morocco. So I mean,
But
different
I don't
strokes
know
for
about the
different
same.
folks.
Well, before you get out of here, I do want to, I want to get some game for y'all. While we got the game giver, we going to get some game. If somebody's starting out $1,000 to their name, I need you to drop some game for them, 60 seconds, of what you would do to level up.
So it's April 2024. You're either gonna go on Facebook and open up, go to Marketplace and list something, or you're gonna go to eBay and make an account. Both accounts are free, and you're gonna list something like a vacuum or an above ground pool, since we're going into spring. Really, the above ground pool. You're gonna find it probably at Walmart for like $99 or $199, like $200, and you're gonna sell it for $500 on there. You're gonna collect the cash up front and then do 2-day shipping for free on Walmart because it's over $35, and you're gonna make obviously a $200 profit selling the above ground pools. So you do that 5 days a week. Like let's just say you sell 2 a day. What is that? $400 a day times 5, like a little over 4 figures net, and then rinse and repeat. And you'll have yourself a 5-figure month eventually. Just selling above ground pools.
That's crazy. But hold on, you said find the above ground pool
You
on
find them at
Walmart,
Walmart
right?
or Kmart.
And then you said still sell them on Walmart as well?
No, you're selling them on Facebook Marketplace or
okay.
eBay because it's free.
Okay. So we taking them from Walmart and we're going to sell them right over there,
Yep.
eBay. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Every day. It's about to be summertime. Everybody want a pool.
Yeah.
And you know, in the South, we always had pools growing up. I know
You ain't used to this. Having to sell pools and
no,
shit.
no. But I noticed it was like a thing up here. Like people, our pools were in the ground.
Yeah.
But I noticed like a thing up here, like above ground pools. Like people buy them like consistently.
We put them away in the wintertime.
That's crazy to me. Our pool. my chores was cleaning the pool.
Yeah, that's different.
So
that's a good problem to have. You know what I'm saying? Go clean the pool out so you can swim in it all summer. But yeah, not here. You gotta tuck that joint away. Wintertime gonna come.
Man,
especially if it's a blow up. That bitch might burst with the ice chips and all that cool shit. We got raccoons, all types of shit. They gonna bust that pool, cut the pool. They gonna do all types of stuff.
Reason number 1 whatever million to move to Florida.
No.
Florida a cool joint. It's just hard to just say up and move from up here to down there. That's all.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah, it's just a little.
It's
different.
crazy because we're making our move to Florida permanently in like 2 years. Yeah, it's just so crazy. I know it's like it's happening. We're going to Florida, or I'll be a single mom in Florida. But my family will be in Florida. In fact, his mom is moving to Florida.
He probably liking it, Florida.
Everybody wants to be
He's gonna travel
in Florida.
a lot. That's all.
It's the happiest place on earth, man.
A little back and forth game. That's all. So, what's your plans for 2024? Anything you got coming up?
Yeah,
dropping?
I'm going to Antarctica.
Antarctica? That's
Be
dope.
where I belong.
Are you gonna go see like where they got the aliens and shit at?
No, I'm just going to the end of the world. It's a bucket list destination.
You want to see something over the ice wall?
Basically, I'm going, but yeah.
Are you gonna try to figure out that though? Like, you
No,
gonna
I'm
go see?
just going to see.
Are you interested in stuff like that?
No, I just like to see animals.
See, no, I'm
Like
trying.
narwhals,
If I go to
but narwhals
Antarctica,
are
I'm trying to
up.
go see if there's an ice wall, there's something beyond the ice wall. They say it's like dinosaurs and shit.
No, I'm really
Greenland.
I'm just really finishing life's to-do list.
Okay,
So it's like,
just enjoying life.
Yeah, just
Antarctica is the next thing. That's what's up, man. Have fun. Buckle, bundle up, buckle up, all that.
and see the penguins.
And see the penguins. You can see they got the Northern Lights out in Antarctica.
I already saw
Antarctica,
the
right?
Northern Lights.
Your list is like, you got this much stuff left?
No, I have a lot.
Okay. Well, I look forward to, seeing everything. Please let the people know how to keep up.
You guys can find me online at Christianna Hurt, or just type in Wealthy College Kid. We have free classes on Mondays and Thursdays, so you can learn how to make your first $500 selling that above ground pool. If my lesson was too quick on your feet for you, you guys can tune into my live class this Monday.
There you go, man. Tune into the live class this Monday. You already know who it is. It's your boy Smooth, Christianna Hurt, cooking up 2 and 5, best podcast in the city. Let's go.